What's happening, y'all? Sitting here eating my breakfast. So, come to the conclusion that no matter what I do, nothing's going to go right. Now, this isn't me giving up. This is just me being real with myself. Now, I've always known that about me. No matter what I do, if things ain't trying to go right, they just ain't going to go right. So, that's what I mean. So, come to the conclusion. Oh, by the way, I was going to fix the van today. Yep, I was going to break the engine down and try to finagle a timing chain on here. So I also discovered that it might not be the timing chain, it might just be the actuator on the side of the distributor making the thing mess up, but I don't know, I 50-50. Either way. But, nope. Why nope, you ask? You know if y'all can see my back window, or maybe the side window, it's pouring down rain. Not only is it pouring down rain, it's cold outside. Now, at this point, I'm sure you're saying these songs. Well, Brother Tom, it's going to be sunny soon. Mm-hmm. Same thing I said. It's going to be sunny as soon as I give up on trying to fix this damn thing. It's going to be sunny and probably warm. Until then, it's either going to rain or it's going to be cold. Or it's going to be cold and raining. Yep. Now, I have a problem. I got to make it to damn dialysis. And this thing, the way it's running, I don't know. Because the last thing I want to do is jump timing on Route 50. Because they be getting down out there. They probably about 70, 80 miles an hour out there. They don't play. And I can't just necessarily get over in the slow lane and do 45 because, I mean, let's face it, even in the slow lane on 50, they be rolling. They 60, 70 miles an hour. Bottom line, I ain't gonna break down on Route 50. Nope, done that before. No fun. So, after thinking long and hard about this most of the night, as much as I hate to do it, I think I'm going to put it up for sale. Now, I don't necessarily want to sell this. In fact, I had no intention on selling it at all. I mean, I went through the hell of changing the oil. I went through the hell of getting tags. I went through the hell of going to go get it. That cost me $300 right there. And I ain't I really don't want to sell it. The bigger problem with this is the fact that I have nowhere to work on it. Now, I have a buddy down South Carolina or Georgia. I could work on it at his place if I get it there. That's 99% of the problem, getting it there. It ain't that the parts cost that much. I can go buy the parts. It's not that the work is hard, other than the fact I'm not really able to lay on my back right now. But, I mean, outside of that, it's not that the work is hard. The work ain't hard. It's easy to put a timing chain in here. Back in the day, it would only took me a couple of hours to put a timing chain in here. I'd be riding him. Probably wouldn't have took me that long. But in the condition that I'm in, not able to lay on my back, it would probably take me a few days to put a timing chain in. Well, I don't know. If I work at it hard, I'll probably get it done probably about 5 or 6 hours. But it's not impossible is what I'm saying. So I figured that today I would break it down and try to throw me a timing chain in here. 8 minutes here, okay. And didn't quite happen that one. So it starts right up. It runs just fine. But if you put any pressure on the, like if you're going up a hill or if you're trying to accelerate or pull off or anything, it starts making the clunking noise in the last video, in one of the last videos. My big problem is, if it's not the timing chain, and it's not the actuator on the side of the distributor, that means that I'm about to drop a valve. Now, I don't particularly like doing head gaskets or changing heads unless I'm building an engine, in which case most of the time the engine's already out. It probably wouldn't be hard to do in this, seeing that the engine's right here inside with me. But that's not something that I really want to do. So, in that, if somebody is interested in this matter and you have a way to fix it and drive it home, or if you don't live that far, you can drive it home. I mean, it'll drive. I just drove it here. I mean, it drives. But you have to keep in mind that the timing chain is stretched, so it ain't necessarily driving right. Either that or, like I said, it might be ready to drop a valve. I wouldn't drive it far is what I'm saying. The way it is. It's not smoking, so that's a good sign. It's not smoking. I mean, it's not throwing out metal flakes or nothing, but definitely has some sort of issue. With that being said, if somebody wants to buy it, send me a message. I'll let it go for a good price. Otherwise, you're gonna have to ship it. And yeah. On the up note, it's raining, and the leak has stopped. Why has it stopped, you ask? Because old brother Tom took some sealant, and what was left of the Permatex from working on the other van, and I went around with it on the air conditioner, so no more leak in the back. At least as far as I can tell so far. I mean, it's raining pretty good. But yeah, it just about sums it up. Now, the problem is, after I sell it, what am I going to do? Now, a couple of options here. I could go back to living in a car, which I dread. I do not like living in a car. Now, it ain't that I won't, because I will, and I have plenty of time. It's just not my thing. I mean, when you got to go to the bathroom, it ain't so convenient. When you want to sleep, well, sleeping's okay, depending on what kind of car you got. But being in a van is much more convenient. Especially when you got stuff. Hold on. It's over here. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Seems that I have dropped some apple slices. So, in that, going back to a car is an option. Next option would be finding a really cheap pickup truck, which is the problem. I mean, let's face it, I mean, I don't like new shit, but you gotta spend money on the old shit, you know what I'm saying? I mean, well, again, you don't have to spend money. See, what it is, so this is what happened. All of these shows that you see on TV have marked up the price of junk. So now, when you spend money on something, what used to be $500 is now $2,000, because people have got it in their mind that they have some sort of something because it's from 1980 and they think this is a classic. No, it's just from 1980. It's just old. But you can't tell these people nothing, and they think they know it all. But these TV shows, these stupid restoration TV shows, have marked everything up. Everybody now has marked their prices up outrageously, and so now you're buying junk for like $2,000 or $3,000, which is ridiculous. And that's pretty much what happened. So it's not that the old stuff ain't good stuff. It's the fact that the old stuff is expensive. And the new stuff is cheap. It's shit. It ain't worth the money. Very rarely is it worth the money. So, if I get me an old pickup truck from late 60s, early 70s, preferably a Ford, or GMC. I'll do a GMC. I'd probably be in good shape as long as it was a stick. And then I could go get me a really decent truck camper. See, truck campers, nobody's doing shows on TV shows on truck campers, so the price of truck campers range between $300 and $1,200, and you can get you something nice. So, and I'm sure some of y'all are saying, Brother Tom, you can't get nothing nice for no $300. Yeah, you can. The problem, the bigger problem is other people see it just like you see it, and if you don't jump on it right away, it's gonna be gone. That's the problem. I had my truck camper on there for like $2,000. It was gone in a day. So, and then I bought my truck camper. I think I paid $400 for it or something. Whatever it was, wasn't much. And it was nice. It was really nice. It had a few issues, but it was really nice. So, my thing is, and I know this video is like taking forever, but my train of thought here is that if I go sell this, I might have enough money to be able to get me another truck and get me a truck camper. Now, I don't really want a truck camper, but I know what works, and that works because something happened to the truck, slide that bitch out and replace it, like I did back in the summertime when I had the other truck, when I had the 4x4, and it wanted to go to crap on me. I went and replaced it, and it worked. You gotta forgive me, my allergies is acting up bad today. I don't know why. I mean, they're really acting up today. But yeah, so that's my plan. Go get a truck camper and a truck. Something that I don't really want to do, but it's better than a car. If I can find a Class A, I'd do a Class A. Don't really want to do a Class A for a bunch of different reasons, but if I could find one, I would do it. Now, in the meantime, I want to do another road trek. I'm trying to get another road trek is what I'm looking for. But I don't have road trek money. And road trek money is not easy to come by because road treks sell for like tens of thousands of dollars, which is just ridiculous to me. Every once in a while, there's a couple of them on there right now for like 2,000 or 3,000, 3,000 or 4,000. But Brother Tom ain't got $3,000 or $4,000 just laying around, and he can just go buy a damn road trek. So I don't know. That sums it up. I'm gonna finish eating my apple slices. Hopefully it stops raining in a little bit so I can try to pull this thing apart and keep it. But if it don't stop raining, it's probably going to be up for sale because it's going to be cold the rest of the week, I think, judging from the way it's raining. I mean, I don't know, it is, November? My birthday's in a few days. This sucks. There's got to be a better way. So y'all may or may not hear from me later this week because my birthday's coming up. I don't celebrate it on the day of, but I do celebrate it a few days before sometimes. I'm going to try to attempt to celebrate it this year. It never goes right. It always goes bad. Always goes bad. But I'm going to try. And if I don't end up walking, don't end up in jail, don't end up getting pulled over, don't end up in the hospital, don't end up sick, don't end up bleeding to death, if I don't end up getting in a fight, if I don't end up doing God knows what, y'all will hear from me. But every year, something messed up happens. Last year, I was in the hospital. I was in the hospital last year for Christmas, Thanksgiving, my birthday, New Year's, Valentine's Day. Not that I had a Valentine, but I was in the hospital. We're going to try not to repeat last year, this year. That's what we're going to try not to do. I should probably just go sit in a hole somewhere so nothing can happen, but then the hole would flood. So, if it wasn't for bad luck, I didn't have none at all. So that sums it up. Birthdays this week, and I have no plans. And yeah, that sucks. I don't even know if I should even acknowledge it. I probably shouldn't acknowledge it at all, because that's the minute something's gonna happen. So, anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. If you haven't told somebody you love them today, make sure you tell them you love them, because they might be sitting in a broke down van eating apple slices that are really good. Speaking of which, did you know that McDonald's has apple slices? You probably wouldn't know that unless you have kids, like I do. They're really, really good. they're abnormally good. This is the only thing in McDonald's that I can say, other than the sausage biscuits, that's good. So, good morning, America. And I will talk to y'all later. Love you.